When you're working with stories in SAP Analytics Cloud, you're going to need to understand how to use filters for the entire story, single pages, or within charts and tables themselves. The first type of filter to be aware of is called a story filter. Story filters are going to apply to all pages within a story. In this particular story, we have one story filter right here. If I change my page, that story filter is still there to be interacted with. And again, the story filter will apply to all pages in a story. Story filters are located at the top of your screen in the toolbar of a particular story view, but that can also be toggled on and off with this filter panel icon in your toolbar. It can also sometimes be displayed pinned to the side of your screen. So just be aware that if you're looking for a story filter, it might be hidden or it might be in one of two spots. But story filters can be interacted with. If I want to change the date applied to my story, I can open up this filter and change the date range that I wish to view my data for. Every object within this page, and every object in the next page as well, will change based on what I've chosen in my story filter. Story filters apply for the whole story. To confirm that my story filter has worked on both pages, I'll go to the second page, and I can see here as well that it's displaying data from January 2023 to June 2023, which is what I selected in my story filter when I was on the previous page. The next type of filter to discuss is called a page filter or an input control. These are standalone objects within the context of a given page. This page has two, a Profit Center page filter and a Services Parts page filter. Interacting with a page filter will change all of the objects on the page, but only on that page. For example, I'll select a particular Profit Center, and the objects on my page have reflected that change. But if I go back to my page 1, none of that data has changed based on what I selected in page 2. Page filters apply to the objects only on their respective page. Some objects might even have a feature called linked analysis applied, which allows for data point selections to drive the filters for other objects. This story has that for the table. If I click on a particular sales rep in the context of the table, my other widgets on the screen will adapt and only show data for the sales reps I've selected. This is a single select or multi-select type of functionality. This again is called linked analysis. When it comes to filtering, it is also good to know that any chart or table can be interacted with to filter on particular data points. If I want to hone in on a subset of the data points for this particular chart, for example, I can select those and click the filter icon in the tooltip. This can be done in charts or in tables. With tables, I have to right-click to find the filter member option and filter on my data points.